Lando gets ill or something like that. Morning! Time to start the day off properly. First things first, I'm gonna make a quick coffee. That's the latte art for the morning. It's not my best work, it's not my worst work, but it's getting there, it's improving. Okay, so I'm in a little bit of danger. I'm not going to say this too loudly because if my lovely wife hears me, I will be in a lot of trouble. Forgot to put the dishwasher on last night, so that's the first job of the day. So today it is a little bit later than the last time I showed you what a day in my life looks like. That's because today I'm only swimming once. And that's because we're racing at the British Championships in about 3 weeks' time. The British Championships is where us Brits can qualify for the World Championship team later this summer, this year, which will be in Singapore. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what my morning looks like when I've got the morning off, how I recover in that time, what I do when I'm away from the pool to keep me happy, and then of course later on this afternoon I'm going to show you a little bit of me in the gym, a little bit of me in a speed session in the pool. But for now, it's time to get some recovery done, so let's get to it. I'm starting the day off as I usually would, with my coffee and then my usual granola. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so it's a lot later than you would probably expect, but I got about 10 and a half, 11 hours sleep last night. Great result, feeling very refreshed. It's not the prettiest of days here in Manchester, it's just cloudy, just straight clouds. So first stop on the recovery for the morning is going to be putting on these bad boys. They're from Pulsio, so these are what you call recovery boots. So they go around your legs and it pushes air into these boots. And so what that does is it forces the blood out of your legs and up into your body and then back in again. So your blood's constantly being pushed out and back into your legs, which helps to replenish your muscles, get oxygen into those muscles so they can recover properly. And it's something that I've found is really, really useful for my recovery tools. So this is what those recovery boots I was just talking about look like when they're on. Looks like you're kind of an astronaut or something, you've got moon boots on. This is the settings that I have it on. So I have it on the highest pressure, half an hour. And it just works through different zones. So as you can see, currently it's pushing loads of air into my calves, which forces all that blood out like I talked about. Then it'll move on to like my upper leg. You can see it works through all the different zones and it really helps with recovery. So I'm gonna be sat here for probably the next 30 minutes or so. In that time, I'm gonna do the really glamorous, really exciting thing of just catching up on a couple of emails, bit of admin stuff. Okay, so recovery boots are done. I've just had a quick shower, hence why my hair looks a little bit less ridiculous. But what I'm gonna do now is just have a little bit of a chill, a little bit of relax for 20 minutes or so. And what I'm gonna do that with is this bad boy. I recently picked up a little driving simulator, which is great fun. Pretend to drive cars. If you know me, I'm a huge, huge petrol head, always have been. So while playing on this game, I of course had to remake a little version of my car. Which you can't really see right now, but something else I wanted to do, kind of remake a car that I'd quite like to have as my next car. A Lotus Emira. That's something that I'm quite keen to get my hands on next, potentially, in the real world, not in the game. And now I'm going to go and drive it until I actually buy one in the real world, but they're quite expensive, so I haven't bought one just yet. So I'm having a little play around Silverstone now, which for those of you who don't know, that's a track here in the UK. Lotus, if you fancy giving me an Emira, I'd be happy to take it out around Silverstone in the real life, if you need me to. Likewise, you know, McLaren F1, if you need, you know, Lando gets ill or something like that, I'm here. I'm putting in the work, putting in the hours. Just give me a shout. So it's lunchtime now. I've got a different recipe for you today. So last time we had bagels with like a Caesar salad-y kind of thing in the middle. We've gone for something new, and I think it's actually better. This is what it looks like. Look like pretty chunky old bagels, right? So what we've got in there is we've got bagels. We've then got butterfly chicken breasts in the air fryer with a bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We've then got a layer of pesto, a layer of balsamic vinegar, a layer of rocket, a layer of garlic mayo. Hold with me now, and then grated parmesan over the top. And that, my friends, is a fantastic lunch bagel. So I'm gonna smash 2 of those real quick now. We made a trip to Federal Cafe for a little snack and a coffee. This is our go-to in Manchester, isn't it, Emily? We usually come here. So favourite. Yeah, this is our usual spot. But I've ordered a tiramisu cappuccino, which I believe is like a cappuccino with a bit of vanilla mascarpone, a little like breadstick type thing. Special for today. Yeah. Vanilla mascarpone and a lady finger. Whatever that means. Whatever that is. But yeah, so I've ordered that and a little snack. You've got a cappuccino as well, don't you?
Cappuccino and a granola bowl.
Yeah, so I'll show it to you when it arrives. So the scram has arrived. We've got tiramisu, food, cappuccinos,
Everything.
we've got the whole shebang. But like I said, this is our go-to, so we love this stuff. And I'm gonna dive in. I can't wait any longer. Sorry, guys.
So good.
Now, I know it looks like it's dark in here. It's not. I've shut the curtains in the bedroom because Emily's just gone to the pool a little bit early because she's got a massage. And so I've got a pitching wedge and a foam golf ball. And I'm just gonna practice a little bit of chipping whilst I wait to go to the pool. Practice the golf game, practice the driving. All the hobbies are getting done today, so it keeps me busy. As you may be able to tell, I'm pretty riddled with ADHD. I can't sit down for a very long time at all. Unfortunately, the ceilings aren't high enough for a full golf swing. Just wouldn't allow for it, but it's pretty soft carpets, which is nice. So it allows for a nice, full practice swing. I think that will probably do for the day. A little bit of a golf practice, and then we head back to the pool. Right, so I'm heading to the pool now. We've got a gym to do this afternoon when I get there, which is only a little one, and then a swimming session. Heading there now, I'm gonna wander over. Emily's already there, so it's just me walking over today, but I'm gonna head in that direction, and I'll meet you when we get into the dungeon at the pool. So obviously I'm just heading to the pool now. What we're getting up to in the gym today, we're doing some power work, some velocity work, so we're testing the speed at which I can do some pull-ups here. What we're looking for is peak velocity and mean velocity to see how fast I can move and get above the bar. Obviously that transfers quite well into the water and what we do in those positions. So that's a little insight into what we were doing in the gym today, a lot of upper body stuff. Give him a wave, James. There we go. So we had a 5.2k speed set this evening. We had a few dive 25s, a couple of push 25s and fins, and then just a little bit of light regen and aerobic at the end. So nothing too strenuous tonight. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get the camera wet. So I did 8 maximal speed efforts of a 5-minute turnaround as part of a 5.2k session. Would you say that's fair, everybody?
Yeah.
Trying to create metabolites.
Trying to create metabolites, as James says. No? So I think last time I updated the vlog on the athletes room, which we have in here. We had the little kitchenette over here, and we had, I think, a table. But now we've got our table here, we've got a sofa and an armchair over here. We've got a drying rack in the corner, which is a great addition. And then we've got a couple of desks over here for if people are doing uni work or have meetings and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Done at the pool for today, so we'll head back home now for some dinner. Back at the apartment for some dinner time now. We've got steak, mash, peppercorn sauce, and I think some tender stem broccoli as well. But I thought I'd just show you. It's a much nicer day now out there than it was this morning, because this morning it was pretty grim. But there you go. Oh, quite pretty now. Nice! So dinner is served, as promised. A little bit of steak, some mash, some peppercorn sauce, a bit of tender stem broccoli. Doesn't look amazing in that lighting, but hopefully it'll taste good. I'm gonna smash that now. Emily's already tucking into hers.
It tastes good for sure.
Yeah, see, she's tried it, I haven't yet, but and we're gonna watch a bit of what we've been watching recently, which is Gangs of London. Definitely not a TV show for any younger viewers watching this, but any of you that are a little bit older that like a sort of crime, you know, action-y series, very, very good. New season out now. So we're watching that now. It's very good so far, but it is a little bit graphic. So just, yeah, a warning for the youngsters out there. So Emily's now doing what I was doing earlier on. She's got the recovery boots on. Caught her off guard there. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about like what's going on outside of the pool in the life in the Richards household right now. You may know if you keep up to date on the Instagram, Emily has created an online bakery, which is doing really, really well. How many orders have you had now? 130 something? 136 as of filming, which is pretty amazing in what, 2 months or so. So Emily's been smashing that out of the park. Very proud of her, she's doing an amazing job. On my end, I have been just swimming really for quite a while. I'm putting a bit more of a push in place now on trying to put better content out on social media across YouTube and Instagram, so hopefully that's showing in the video today. Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy with that and you know, connect a little bit better with you guys that are the lovely people watching what I get up to, and try to build a bit more of a community with you all. So yeah, that's kind of what we're up to at the moment outside the pool. Other than that, lots of coffee shops, the occasional spot of golf here and there for me, which hasn't been the most successful as of late, as I'm sure my dad would tell you. But yeah, so all good here. We're doing very well. Right, ladies and gents, that concludes another video. So if you've made it all the way through to this part of the video, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please drop a like, drop a subscribe, and if you've got any comments, chuck them down below. I'll be replying to the first few days, so feel free to drop any below. I'll try and interact with as many of you as I can. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also gonna make sure I put the dishwasher on tonight.